I still feel that all of these things, God will ask me, Desmond Elliot, on that day of judgment, what did you do to my people when you have it? And it's what I tell politicians everywhere. We all have responsibilities. God gives you a platform, is to bless people. If God gives you that platform, it's not for yourself anymore. It's for people to benefit. But at the end of the day, it's such a blessing. And I'm so proud. If I die today, trust me, waiting go day heaven go mad. Because I know the number of lives. Sister, I've spent 70-something million naira to help someone's spine. Eye surgeries, fibroid surgeries and all that. So I'm so blessed to have gotten this opportunity to be able to touch lives. Just do your bit. Your bit is turn up, sign, write the name. I don't know how the modalities will go, but whichever way, root for me, please, so that I come back and as a ranking member, I promise you, what used to be 2 becomes 6, not even 4. What used to be 6 becomes 18, because those are the benefits of being a ranking member in the house.
Today, I'm having a very important conversation with actor, politician, and 3-time member of Lagos State House of Assembly representing Surulere Constituency I, Honorable Desmond Elliot. Now, for close to 12 years, he has represented Surulere Constituency as a lawmaker in the House of Assembly, and now is about to go for another term. But before he does that, so many people don't even understand what his office entails, and that's what I'm hoping to explain right now. Think of government like a school. The governor is the principal. The commissioners are heads of department. The local government chairmen are like teachers. And the lawmakers are like school prefects. So that's exactly what his office does. So they're not really in charge of roads, schools, hospitals. That's not their job. Their job is to make laws, attract projects, lobby for opportunities for their constituency, bring benefits for their constituencies, and so much more. So that is what his office does. And today we're going to have conversations with him, conversations surrounding loyalty, politics, and of course, now that he's going for another term, online perception. We're going to delve into everything on the show today. My name is Kanyinsola Olukoya, the Global Media Girl, and I officially welcome you to the Spills and Thrills show.
Hey, so you are crying, but you're not even his girlfriend.
Is it time for questions? Can't you wait?
I must really like I'm involved.
It's not you people start a show.
Everybody relax.
Spills and Thrills show starts now.
All right, so I'm here with actor, politician, 3-time member, Lagos State House of Assembly representing Surulere Constituency I. I'm talking about the one and only Honorable Desmond Elliot. Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You look really sharp and good.
In this dress, thank you.
I was even going to ask, right? Because I know that, you had a switch from entertainment into politics.
Yeah.
How has that been so far? I mean, you've been doing this for close to 12 years.
Yes.
How has it been mentally, physically, emotionally for you, this journey for
Well,
the past close to 12
Like
years?
they say, we give God the glory for everything. So all glory, all honor, everything ascribed to God. Secondly, if I tell you it's been easy, I'll be lying. It's not been easy. You have to make sure you are with the people. The people understand you. You have to understand people. You have to understand how the things run. The assembly as well. You have to understand how the way the precepts and the people go. So it's so much that, in all, I just say thank God. But did I think it was going to be, the bed already spread for me to lie on? No, it's not. You don't lie in that bed. You have to create the bed. You have to look for the furniture man to knock it and all that. So, but in all, I've been blessed because through me, I believe God has been able to use me to bless lives. And I'm very honored and privileged that I was counted worthy to be amongst those to represent people. Representing people is no small joke.
No,
It's totally different from Nollywood, where it's just me, myself, I, and me. This one is everybody. Everybody. So those are the differences and challenges. Resource-wise, I promise you, I don't think I'm any richer when I was here as an actor.
Everybody thinks you have money.
So, like I said, I'm not. I don't think I'm any richer.
Richer.
So I'm not. In other words, I don't think I've been here to create wealth. No, because you cannot be with the people, and I think you'll be wicked to be with the people and not think you need to help and assist and do things. So unless the country is better, the people that labor can never be better.
Will you say that you've been using your personal funds?
Oh yes, you have to. You have to, especially funds that come from films. You know, assembly gives you a platform to lobby things into your people. So you learn how to be a good lobbyist. You learn how to talk. You learn how to bug people's lives, especially those in government.
Yes.
How to bug their lives, especially when you need things, admission, employment, facilitate infrastructure and stuff like that. It comes with a whole chunk of lobbying, pleading, trying to say, okay, do this for me. You know, so it's difficult, but in it you're happy. The good thing about it is that the higher you go, the more easier it becomes, because people at the executive understand you better. People at the executive, they know you better. They know, say, tó bá jẹ́ ọ̀nà Desmond, because I know how to stress people's lives. I'm like a chinch, bed bug. Yes. For me to get things out, you have to bug people. And I'm so glad that I've been given the opportunity. Really. It's an opportunity to which I say to my God, thank you every day. Thank you. Which is the reason why I feel, oh yes, I've been doing this. I know how to do the job. I need to continue. If the people don't want me anymore, let them say it at the polls. You know, but to say I will run away from the people, that cannot happen. And then unless I see someone I feel can be better than it, I will keep running till I see someone and the only way you can know is when you're at the polls. You understand? To say, try me, this is my scorecard. So judge me by my scorecard. Ashiwaju said something. Like me, you don't like me, just love what I'm doing. And that is my own watchword. You may not like me, you may like me, judge me by my work. And those are the things I'd like to share with you if I have that time.
Yes, we have the time. Because
Okay.
that's what we're discussing today.
All right.
Your work so far so good for the
Okay,
past
great.
12 years.
So I have this book. It's a compendium of some of my activities.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and it's called Surulere I.
Okay.
Okay, the journey so far.
Okay.
So basically, it's just a compendium of the activities I've been doing.
Okay.
When it comes to education, there's this bus that picks children and goes for free.
I know that I've seen that bus before.
Yes.
But I mean, I've not really been around, so I don't.
You're an American girl now.
I'm
Will
not
you go?
oh, please. So it's been a long time. So is it still functioning?
No, we just stopped that not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we stopped that not because I had to switch to another program, which is health insurance program for the elderly. And in that one, we make sure that the elderly people have access to this card, and that is for free. So
for
it
their
deals
health.
with, it's an insurance thing. So it deals with sicknesses and illnesses that have to do with age,
Okay.
arthritis,
Okay.
high BP. You know those illnesses. So not malaria, typhoid, because really they don't get those kind of illnesses.
Okay.
So they are real prone illnesses that the elderly people go through. And we do that. I'm even still owing them a lot of money because I had to stop because of these primaries. And trust me, the money keeps accumulating every month. Now, on the side of education,
Yes.
I make sure that JAM, WAEC, GCE, those forms are bought. I mean, I could spend as much as 30-something million to
On
buy forms
for
for these people. Not only do I do that,
Okay.
I also switch to their extramural classes. They use Ideal Girls School. They use New Era
Extra
Primary School.
lessons.
Yes.
Okay.
So that it helps them as well. Sometimes I go and teach. The pictures are also here as well.
Well, what
as
subjects
we
do you
talk-
teach them?
Everything. Because I go to school now. So, in fact, one of the people who is filming one of the live show right here,
Okay.
his son had the highest JAM score, 303,
Oh.
in Surulere, courtesy the office of Desmond Elliot. That's him over there smiling. He's a very proud father. Yes, very proud father. You know,
Yes.
and these are the kind of testaments I like to hear.
Okay.
Last year, we tried to get admission for a lot of them. A huge chunk of people couldn't. I called the meeting with the parents and the students, and I told them, listen, I've tried very hard to get admissions for your kids. It's not possible. If you have alternative means, try and locate it. Whatever the cost is, I'll pay half.
Wow.
I traveled as well to Abuja, and that's the one that really blessed me a lot. before the man wanted, an Igbo man wanted the daughter to go into nursing. Something about nursing related in Luth. There's a school there. And it wasn't possible. And it meant I had to go to Abuja. So I did. Went to Abuja, spoke to some of the honorables under the health sector. And I got him, spoke to the health minister as well. And to God be the glory, the child is in school today in Luth. You know, that reminds me, you have to do a video of that too. You know, just to show those kind of testimonies, they make me happy. I'm in the area of sports. And mind you, whenever I do these programs, I do them, you know, to acknowledge my leader, right, Honorable Femi Abdulhakim, Bajabi Amila. People always ask me, why do you always put his face there? I say, because he's my leader.
But do you think that has kind of affected you in a way? Let me explain what I mean.
Negatively.
Negatively, because by the time his picture is on projects that you've been you know, handling, people tend to think that,
it's
the
his
one,
project.
it's his project.
So here's the reason
and
why.
then they don't see what
So
they're
here's the
doing.
reason why some of us do this.
Okay.
And I'll explain.
Okay.
You can't have two captains in one boat. Okay? And if you want to perform, you have a leader. There's a saying that Ashiwaju always says, Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I'm telling this first hand. He says, there are two rules to life. Number one rule, your leader is always right. Number two rule, in any situation, peradventure, this is rule number two, peradventure, you find out that your leader is wrong, always reverse to rule number one.
I don't know. I don't think.
Thank you.
Wait,
So-
no.
Yes.
Objection overruled.
So that is a rule. So in other words, you give accolades to him. Now I'll tell you why it becomes imperative eventually. When your leader, especially a leader who's doing very well,
Yes.
comes to you, has accepted you, what you need to do is do things and also give accolades to him. When you do now, it's not something a normal average Nigerian human being should look at.
Okay.
Do you understand? But that's the game of politics. And then when you do that, the reason is because when there is trouble, the only person you can run to that can help you in that time of trouble is your leader.
So you don't.
Even though the people also have a say, but your leader does I'm moving around, I'll try and make sure it works, blah 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 blah.
But you don't agree that it has affected you negatively.
Oh, it
at
has. Oh yes, it has. It has its own effect. It has positive effects, it has its negative effects. The positive effect is he will stand up for you when the time comes. To say, okay, this boy, you know. But negative is people just feel, what has he done?
Yes.
What has he done? For instance, if you go to Surulere today, you look at, if you compare what you see in Surulere today and last month, it was completely dark. Today, Bode Thomas is fully lit. Eric Moore, fully lit. Akerele, fully lit. Adeni Ogusoya, Ogulano Drive, Adelabu, Western Avenue, they're all fully lit with solar powered floodlights. And I facilitated all of these things. Now, you say, okay, it's not government that gave you. Well, that's one of the reasons why you're in government, to lobby things into your local government. Not every local government you go to, you would see things like this. Yes, this solar light thing is spread across Lagos State, but you will see a huge concentration of that in Surulere. I keep saying it. It didn't happen by magic. God didn't come down to do it. He sent people to make it happen. Under the bridges, as you're driving this evening, go through under Ojo Elegba Bridge, under Marshall Bridge,
It's well lit,
you will see it fully lit. Now that didn't come from government. I got, oh my God, I'll try and get their names. They will be so upset with me. You know, we got them to come. We commissioned it with the police.
Yes.
You know, under Marshall Bridge, under Shita Bridge. Now, why do we do this? To make sure there's enough security. Some other areas like Games Village, I contribute money for CCTV for them. Another area they call them BEAM, BEAM, which involves Eric Manuel, where Toki Hospital is, off Moduka Johnson.
Okay.
All those places, I also give them some money to be able to have CCTV cameras there. So the point is being alive to your people, to your responsibilities, making sure that they feel what you do. There's this book I just opened now.
Yes.
You would see prepaid meters.
Prepaid meters, yes.
Now, in Surulere 10 years ago, in Surulere over 10 years plus ago, There was no power. Epileptic light situation.
Issues.
And one of my aunties, Debola, said to me, Iyaini, she said, Shola, if you can make light come to Surulere, trust me, your legacy will stay. And I held it this way. And I felt, you know what, she's right. So before now, I would always go to a Kodi school. I would always make sure. So the federal government started with a free scheme program called Zero Map. That one happened, I think, a year and a half ago. I tried to make sure a lot of my people assessed that. Then last year, towards the end, they stopped in February, they did what they call Zero Math. You know, Zero Math is where federal government now gives free prepaid meters. Prepaid meters, a single phase go for like 145,000.
Yes.
So instead of paying that, you pay the vendor between 7,000 and 12,000. And then after you do that, I collect it. I collected over 2,000.
Oh wow, 2,000.
Over 2,000. I first gave them a batch of 1,500, and then we now give them another batch. And then we now did, because your old prepaid meters was not functioning anymore.
No.
So I now went to a full ward called Paddington close to Stadium Hotel, and I made sure the vendor did all the change for them for free. I absorbed the cost for that. So these are things that make me happy. You can come to my house at any point in time, knock on my door, it's open for you.
Yes, they say you're accessible. They have your number in Surulere.
Oh yes, they should. They should.
And you respond fast too.
Well, I respond after 12 to 5 a.m.
Okay.
Because that's when my head is clear.
Yes.
And then I can now start responding to as many. It's Herculean, but it's fun to me. It's a pleasure for me. It's an honor for me. So I like it.
So I want to ask, because there's a picture circulating the internet, about your leader, that is Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, and they are saying that, he has thrown his weight behind another opponent, right? And people are saying a lot of things. Is there fire on the mountain? Is there a problem? Because they know how much you revere him, how much you hold him in high esteem and all of that, and most of the projects, how you make sure that his pictures are always there. Because we saw pictures of him and the opponent. So we cannot even say are the rumors true. But from your end, everything is all well.
Okay, so for me, I'm sure you must have seen another report that says Desmond begs Gbajabiamila.
Yes,
so,
I saw that one
yes.
on Twitter.
So this is political season.
Okay.
And in political seasons, everything, all sorts go out. Propaganda a lot. That's not to say, is he feeling like this about me?
Yes.
It could be. It could be. Hey, he's human, I'm human. Could I have erred? It could be. Hey, I'm human. So if I feel that we should always at every point in time have that sense of forgiveness.
Yes.
If Ashiwaju, I'm sorry, see, I've called Ashiwaju more than 4 times because he's a mentor to me and I feel he's also largely misconstrued. But hey, it's a debate for another day. Okay? Diobani Koros, with due respect to Uncle Musliu, you understand? At one point, they were like this, for whatever reason. But this is a man that has embraced everybody, including his enemies. Because he knows there's no time for everybody to hold grudges or hold whatever it is. Now, I cannot categorically tell you my leader is extremely happy about me or is extremely sad about me.
You.
So that is left to my leader to tell. But what I do know is I'll always continue to remain loyal to him. I'll always continue to love him for who he is. He's a change maker. He's an amazing person. And for that, I respect. Even embracing me alone, Gbajabiamila, it's not a small name. Not in the words of Lagos State. It's not a small name. But so, and as I am, Omoluabi, you can never, which is one of the laws I want us to do in Lagos State. We must go back to that time where we had respect. Where a young person, an elderly person can be wrong. And is accusing the wrong person. And that wrong person cannot look at him in the face and say, you're wrong, uncle, you're wrong. First and foremost, the way we were taught when we were young is let the man finish his talk, prostrate and apologize. If he gives you the opportunity to now a lot of people will not agree with me on this. It's okay. It's your view. Hey, I'm not here I'm just giving my view. Then when he gives you that permission, explain yourself. There are certain cultures, precepts, norms, and attitude that must not change as Africans and as Nigerians. That's not to say that these elderly people should come and override. No, it's with sense. The reason why we call you an elderly person is because you are treating yourself with sense. Eventually, that elderly person will know he or she is wrong and will definitely call you and say, okay, my son, my daughter, I'm sorry, now I discovered that this will happen. But you should have told me now.
Yeah.
That's what they will say.
Yes.
You
That's
should have
what they
told
do.
me now. That's what they do.
That's what they
But
do.
you see, as an Omoluabi, someone who they've trained, first and foremost, give credence to him. So let's, without deviating,
Yes.
Transformers. I do a lot of Transformers to different communities. I make sure road infrastructure.
Yes, about 32 roads. I read that, and
Yes.
I mean, I saw it
Even
online
this
as well.
is CAC.
Okay.
This CAC you go to do in Abuja.
Yes.
I facilitated over 2,000 of this to my constituents, especially young people, who want to do business. So they say picture, no they lie. You see, this is me and people. You can see the CAC when we're distributing them. We do that too. Look at it. Environment. Now, one of the reasons why you do not have a lot of problems in Surulere last year
It's
was
because
because
of cleanup.
I made sure. And I don't have to put up everything and say, oh, this is what Desmond is doing. No, it's our responsibility. You make sure there's constant and consistent desilting of your canals and drainages. I have videos to that effect where you make sure, you can see it. I make sure there's environmental cleaning, in areas because they started making it a dump site, where you just dump things anyhow.
Yes.
You see, it goes on and on.
Yes.
You understand? These are videos and pictures. Sorry.
But there's so much that you've done, from
Yes.
roads to electricity
Yes.
to
Even surgeries.
Mm.
I do surgeries for my constituents, as you can see. Surgeries. There's eye surgery. There's fibroids, whatever it is. As long as there's funding that we can do. Now, why do we do these things? We don't do these things because today we want to come out and show it to people. But sometimes it becomes imperative
Yes.
when you have to now let people know and say, listen, no.
And one of the reasons why you have to let them know is because of there is this narrative going on online about you and just fixing toilets and plants. And I just want you to shed light on that, because people are running with that. It's just like, oh, they've said it here, so everybody's running with that. Well, what has Desmond Elliot done in
It's so
Surulere?
easy. It's so easy for negative news to
To
sell.
sell.
It's easy. Oh, Desmond Elliot has just built a big house for elderly. People will just look at it and say,
And go, oh.
but when there's one major scandal of this thing, or he did toilet, oh, now the toilet he don't do since he come inside, it will flow like anything, but it goes far beyond. The toilets we did then, which I didn't do, was just to lobby the Austrian government. They were going to do a research on biofuel toilets. Those biofuel toilets are toilets where the waste converts to manure. You understand?
Okay.
So they built the space like a soak away, and then they mix it with stuff, their own stuff,
Yes.
and then after a while they come to clear it, and it becomes manure for plants.
Yes.
You understand? So that was what we were bringing into the communities, at that time, which is what, almost 10 years ago.
And they will not let it go.
But it's fine.
But that's fine.
Then, in the area of sports,
Yes.
I organize even boxing events. I make sure that people come. I encourage in terms of football competitions, which was named Femi Gbajabiamila Football Competition.
Oh, but you were the one behind that as
Exactly.
well.
Everything was new. 32 schools, from the kits to the jerseys to the footballs, and I worked hand in hand with District 4, which is the school that is which has the responsibility of handling all the almost 34 schools we have in Surulere. I worked with them. We do seminars on anti-drugs and everything. Everything is in here. And look at what sometimes they win. There's a basketball group again, that we also do for the basketball, just to encourage youngsters. The boxing on too as well. I've done over 3 so far, in making sure that people just come, network, understand. Not only that, I take kids. Look at it. So the Baja football competition ended up becoming Baja FC, Baja Football Club, because we picked the best out of them. Last year they played in the what's the name of that league?
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. Yes, the Bayern Munich Junior Wing. they came down to Nigeria, and then it was such an honor for these boys to play with them, you know. So you see, we do a lot of that, football, aims. So the one I'm also very interested in is sprint. I haven't gotten yet resources to make sure sprint goes. So like we say, I make sure there's something they call base, where youngsters go and chill out. I make sure I do bases across Surulere. As you can see, these are houses, not toilets. We go to commission with full DSTV and everything.
House is not toilet.
It's not toilet. Where they go, they hang out, they chill. Okay, people are not so particular about boreholes. But you see, my community is peculiar because we have shortage of water. So I make sure that, you know, almost every community has where they can have access to water as well. One that's very particular to me is two, actually, real quickly.
Yes.
Is what we do with our youngsters.
Yes.
I take them out. You've not seen an honorable that takes constituents out. This is Giwa Gardens. I know some of us know Giwa Gardens if you've been there. I took them out. We went to Giwa Gardens just to chill. I don't know. I probably would say I only know maybe 10 children. Out of this we're almost 400 that went to Giwa Gardens. We chatted almost an array of, it's all a convoy. So we did that. They had fun. They had a blast. During Christmas, I'm always doing for the Christmas.
Yes.
You know, Santa Claus, I'm always around. I do. During Itunuawe, when the Muslim brothers and sisters are fasting, I make sure early mornings, I go to different communities. This one, I don't record these things because these are things that you give to God to say, God, thank you for blessing our lives and keeping us. But sometimes you need to say these things. So we go to, like something happened a few days ago. We were fixing a road on Akirele Extension 7. They didn't allow the workers from Public Works to take the truck. By the time I went there, they were so upset. Honorable, they were also upset with me because the work was slowing down. And I'm like, but I'm your brother now. It was the same people complaining that still now said, no, Emma Sobel, Emma Soyen, during our period, this man comes here, he drops rice, he gives us money, and then he drives off. He makes sure he comes around to do this. So I like such debates. Yes. And then guess what the guy said? He said, Boya Monsoon. I think I was sleeping then. You know, so I do these things because you can't feel government. We know the country is going through so much. The least any representative, either you're a commissioner, you're an SA, you're an honorable in the State House, honorable in the Federal House, you're a senator, you're a council chairman or councillor. The only thing you can do is let the people feel you. Once you let the people feel you, then they are feeling government. They may not get everything they want, which is true. Like I always tell people, it's not possible. But when they feel you, given our circumstance that we are facing today, if my work is going to do law, go and make laws. And I'm hey, Mr. Speaker, come back home. You won't come back again. So you have to start having a creative head, creative mind to say, how can I reach out to people? How can they understand me? And those are the things that speak for us eventually.
So now let's talk about the next 4 years.
Yes.
Because now you want to run again. And the question that is on most people's lips is, why does he want to run again? Because he's been there for close to 12 years.
Yes.
So I want you to answer them directly. Why do you want to run again? And, is aside from being like a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, is there a position you're looking forward to,
to see?
Yes, no, your political career. Is there like a position you're aiming for, right? Maybe it's presidency, maybe it's, if it's not something you want to
we never finish this Chekere assembly.
For maybe your goal.
This Chingom assembly, we never finish up. They carry me go president. So let me start with the one you started with, which is why am I going again? By the way, before I forget, these are cars.
Oh, lag rides?
These are cars.
Wow.
The toilet lovers, these are cars. Give it to constituents. I'm not going to put it there if I didn't facilitate this. Okay? The other one you see on the other side are widows programs. What we do to widows. Every 6 months, I make sure that widows benefit something from my office. And then we swap them. We do 200 widows every month for 6 months.
Yes.
And then we swap them. The pictures are there. This flag ride we got for constituents. and then we pay the initial fee
Yes.
and everything. You know, you have to be paying every month, and then we make it easy for them, so that when they sell, they keep paying to get their money.
But for students now that, the current bus is probably not available right now.
You mean for Lagride?
No, not for Lagride. I'm talking about the bus because I'm trying
Yes.
to go back to students
The
in
small
secondary
school children,
school. Yes. Is there anything that you're trying to replace?
Hopefully, when I'm back, I'm hoping to get more buses.
More buses for
them to just take them from one place.
Well, why do you think that other bus thing didn't work? Was it maintenance?
No, because resources.
Okay.
At this point, I said, okay, the children, okay, let's hold on. Let's try and invest more with the elderly people. Because at some point in Surulere, I was seeing too many deaths. And some of these deaths from the elderly people. And I felt some of these deaths could have just been handled by simple going to take your BP drugs that they can't afford. And some people are just arthritis. Some just need to be massages at different points in time. Big ups to Top T in Surulere who have made sure that, we collaborate well. Now you're talking about why the next 4 years.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
but I wanted the buses, I just want to know, so what has happened to these buses now?
No. So
they didn't properly maintain it. You provided.
So maintenance. So it suffered what you call wear and tear. So they suffered wear and tear, and it was time to replace. So for me to replace, I had to now make a decision whether to continue in that scheme or I should move into the elderly scheme.
Okay, but for students, I just want to be clear.
No, they are just primary and secondary school students.
Okay, but for primary and secondary school
yes, we still do our JAM, our WAEC, yes. I encourage them in sports.
Sports, okay.
Sports, getting their forms for JAM, making sure they are, and then getting them their Chamorro schools where they will attend. If you have other suggestions, I'm open to anything. Okay. But let's move on to why I want to go again, which is why I need Nigerians to understand.
Okay.
Legislature is totally different from executive. Executive's duty is to implement policies. Our job is to make laws and apportion these monies for the executive to use. Once an executive, if for instance I give you from the assembly 5 naira and you now go to spend 7 naira, it is violence. You have gone against the law. Because if it's 5 naira to spend at a particular point in time and then you spend more than that amount. If you want more than that, you come back to the house. It's like saying, Mommy, I want to buy something. Mommy gives you 5 naira.
Yes.
And then instead, you went to go and take Mommy's money again. 7 naira to go and do. Mommy say, who gave you permission to take extra 2 naira? So that's part of our job. To be able to watch and make sure they're doing the right thing. When you become a legislator, you don't have that ability and understanding. It takes time to grow with experience. That is why that's the only aspect in law, in the constitution, that allows you to go to as many times as possible. Because the higher you go, the better it becomes for your constituents. When things are coming from the executive, all those small juicy things that come, they consider what they call the ranking members first. It's very easy to understand. When you watch CNN and you see people responding to comments on CNN, all these House of Reps, which they call congressman or Senate, you always find out that the people who respond are caucus leaders. You see that they say caucus leaders. Caucus leader, either black caucus leader, green tea caucus leader. Those, and when you look at them, why is it that the first timer is not the one commenting? You can't. You have to wait and pay your dues to get to that point where you become a leader, then you can be the one to comment. So you see that it's the caucus leaders that talk. When you go to see, you can never see them talk on. There's this Somalian lady who won in Minneapolis. She wanted to go into Congress. Not this one, the last one, I think.
Okay.
She had a lot of reviews and everything. But when it came to commenting on issues, they didn't go to her. They would go to her leadership. So leadership is very important. And a lot of largesse meaning goodies that comes from the executive and other things, first falls in the hand of the ranking members. So Surulere, why do you want to go back? Because I want to bring in more goodies into Surulere. Development I've done that was 5. I will do it 20. Because as a ranking member, you are able to do more for your people. Go to Agege today and see what Mr. Speaker has done. He has transformed Agege. If I don't call Agege anymore Agege, call it Agege.
Exactly.
Because Ageges don't grow. And that is because of the import of being a ranking member. Do you understand? So when you're a ranking member, it's way different from when you're a first timer or even a second time, you're learning the ropes. Now we know the ropes. We know who to meet immediately we want something. I can pick it and call a commissioner who I knew didn't met me already in office. Not me meeting him or her in office. So there's a different kind of respect and acknowledgement you get by being a ranking member. So this is my appeal that we are at that stage. Surulere, you have invested in me 3 times. It's an investment.
Yes.
That even prompted me. I mean, I could have studied 2 different courses.
Yes.
I have my master's in business admin. I have my master's in legislative studies. But I decided to go with PhD legislative studies because I needed to learn more, understand more, teach about it, which is one of my dreams, to have the Lagos State, which we are already having to law, Lagos State Institute of Democratic and Legislative Studies.
Oh!
Yes, my prayer is that next term, giving Surulere, giving me the opportunity to come in, I want to make sure that children in schools start coming to that institute to learn legislature, so that by the time they're already in their secondary school, they already know the constitution in their head. They can say, oh no, daddy, in section this. You understand?
Yes.
By the time you're getting to the university, you understand legislature. Democracy becomes better. I'm a proponent of mixing Africanness and democracy to make the kind of democracy that suits us. If we follow this Oyibo democracy, it no go work. It no go work. Let me be honest with you. And that's what we've been following suit still. I'll probably round up with that.
Yes.
Now, there's a place called the Injection Power Substation. It's off Randall.
Okay.
Yes. That is why Surulere will always have consistent electricity. That injection power substation was supposed to give us only what they call 20 MVA. 20, which Eco Disco was supposed to provide. Now, Eco Disco did not even have the land years back. The present governor was LSDPC MD. That's Sanwo-Olu.
Yes.
MG. Now, what now happened? I went to see him. I saw a particular place which Eco Disco and myself had identified, and it was a mechanic workshop, and it belonged to LSDPC. And the governor ceded that land to me in my name. In my name. I now had to pay the mechanics off to leave that place. I now wrote to Eco Disco, giving that land to Eco Disco, where the injection power station is situated today. It's proof, everything there in black and white. So now I didn't stop there. At that point, my leader, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, was speaker. I had an audience with him, and I said, Oga, this is what Eco Disco is doing. They're giving us 20 MVA. There's another space for another 20 MVA. Quick, like Yoruba say, let's say, Oga me, pay. And then before you know what happened, Surulere now is blessed with 2 20 MVA injection substations. They are called transformers though.
Yes.
Those 2 transformers. We have 40. To which, if it's skyscrapers we're going to get in the future in Surulere, whatever it is, we have enough that can handle such kind of projects and the environment. So that's going to help Kokaguda. It's going to help Itire Kati. It's going to help Lagos Mainland, and it's going to help Mushin, because those are our neighbors. So these are projects that make me happy. Now, there's something my constituency office, what they do at the constituency office every month. So, and I have no say in it. I just give them money and they do. So you would see at the end of every month, the manager and the team, they compute everything we spent. So I'd like you to read it out.
Yes.
Just a few of it.
Just a few of it, okay.
In the constituency office alone.
So month of July.
No, read it first.
Okay. Cash expenses for the month of July.
So this is what people come for assistance at your constituency office.
Okay, July sum total 39,788,900.
Good.
For
they don't hear you well. That's Oyibo English too big. 39,788,900. 900.
And in August, 7,710,000. 7.7 million literally.
So I think this increased because I think that was the period of Ilea.
Okay.
Because of Ilea period. Yes, I think.
Yes. Then we have August, we have September. September is 14,493,800.
October.
We have October 8,121,700. November, 19,650,189. And December, 33,339,000.
Okay, and then
And January 2026, 15,695.
and we stopped in
In
February.
February for 18,366,000.
The other ones I have on my phone,
Yes.
which is the new one, because so that shows you that this book we
It's
did this
recent.
book in February
In February.
or maybe March. That's when we did this. You know, so we try to be as transparent.
Parent as
We also ask them to come to the constituency office where you will see the ledger, where people sign, where you understand to
Yes.
collect it. I just want to respect people by not publishing the names, their names. But the other ones we've published here
Okay.
are the widows, their names, their number.
So everything is documented.
We document it. We make sure it's documented.
Is it available online for people to easily access? Or
The book is.
the book is okay.
Yes.
Soft
The
copy.
soft copy of this
Soft
book.
copy is available.
I can also share with you, which you can post online as well,
Okay.
where people can see. You know, but we try not to put names
Yes.
because we also protect. We try to protect
Individuals.
people. I still feel that all of these things, God will ask me, Desmond Elliot, on that day of judgment, what did you do to my people when you have it? And it's what I tell politicians everywhere. We all have responsibilities. God gives you a platform, is to bless people. If God gives you that platform, it's not for yourself anymore. It's for people to benefit. And when you eat out of people's, yes, I feel, that's why I'm telling you, you know, I can walk around Surulere anytime, any day.
Without bodyguards.
Because I don't need bodyguards. Because if the people can see truism in you, they can relate to who you are, then it's good. Besides, I speak all the languages, so what does that mean? Open na Igbo, Keicho, Kaina, so I can so Igbo. Open na Hausa, and can it so we Hausa, Mazem, we Hausa. You understand?
Yes.
So no, yeah, they Lafia, Yajiki, we greet them. You know, at the end of the day, you connect. You try. So it's not what outside space speaks of you. It's what you know from within. The people who are answerable to me,
Yes.
and I'm answerable to, is Surulere.
Surulere.
So the only work I can do is send out the work.
Yes.
It's left for you to make up in your mind how you want to do it. But at the end of the day, it's such a blessing.
Yes.
And I'm so proud. If I die today, trust me, waiting go day heaven go mad. Because I know the number of lives. Sister, I've spent 70-something million naira to help someone's spine. Just the lady used to say she used to bend so much. She bent for 18 years. And we did that surgery thanks to big up to Dr. Shobode, where we would have collected 70 million. It just took a few. And it was not him, he didn't take the money. It was just some of the doctors and payment for this pre-post treatment and all that. And it took us through a lot of rigor. You understand? So, and because the woman was getting ill out of it, so we needed to do so. Dr. Shobode, well done. Eye surgeries, fibroid surgeries and all that. So I'm so blessed to have gotten this opportunity to be able to touch lives, immediate lives. And my prayer and hope is come May 21st, Thursday. Please, if you have your membership card for the All Progressives Congress, please come and turn up for me. Okay? Just do your bit. Your bit is turn up, sign, write the name. I don't know how the modalities will go, but whichever way, root for me, please, so that I come back and as a ranking member, I promise you, what used to be 2 becomes 6, not even 4. What used to be 6 becomes 18, you know, because those are the benefits of being a ranking member in the House of Senate.
And what a way to end the show. Thank you so much, Honorable Desmond
Thank you so
Elliot, for
much.
coming on the show.
It's my
Thank
pleasure.
you. I mean, if you've ever asked at any point in time that what has Honorable Desmond done in close to 12 years, I really hope this episode answers all of your questions. And if you have questions concerning what he hopes to achieve in 4 years, I really hope that this episode sheds light on that and that you are able to see the amazing work that he has done so far so good in Surulere. And of course, like I said, May 21st, we get to decide who will be representing the All Progressive Congress, and of course, it's counting on you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Well done for 12 years. I wish I brought flowers. we didn't know half of this. We didn't even know one quarter of
Yes.
this, right? But thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for, this
I'm going
book.
to leave this with you. So.
Yes, thank you for this book because it shows everything that you've done so far so good. And we just want to say well done.
Thank
And
you.
we want to say thank you.
Thank
You
you.
know, thank you so much for all you've done for Surulere. And we pray that God will bless you. And, fingers crossed if you get in again, we know that Surulere is in safe hands again.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show. My name is Kanyinsola Olukoya. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and follow us on all our social media platforms as Spills and Through Show. Now, we'll see you next week, Thursday, as usual. Bye for now.